the rights to Winnie the Pooh in 1961 was a blend of personal sentiment and a very savvy eye for storytelling. While he is often remembered as a titan of industry, Disney's move for Pooh followed a pattern of turning his daughter's favorite books, like Mary Poppins, into cinematic icons. 1. The personal connection. The primary spark was domestic. Walt's daughters, Diane and Sharon, grew up loving A.A. Milne's books. Walt often watched them delight in the stories as they were read aloud at bedtime. He recognized that if the stories could captivate his own children so completely, they had the potential to charm families worldwide. 2. Filling a British gap. In the early 1960s, Winnie the Pooh was a massive cultural staple in the UK but hadn't yet reached the same superstar status in the United States. Walt saw an opportunity to bridge that gap. He famously remarked that since many American children weren't yet familiar with the Bear of Very Little Brain, he would introduce him through shorter films, featurettes, rather than one long movie to help the audience get to know the characters gradually. 3. The rights tug of war. Acquiring Pooh wasn't a simple transaction. It was a complex legal puzzle that Walt personally navigated. The merchandising rights. These were owned by Stephen Schlesinger, an American pioneer in licensing who had bought the North American rights from A.A. Milne back in 1930. After Schlesinger died, Walt personally called his widow, Shirley Schlesinger, to negotiate the deal. The literary rights. Simultaneously, Disney had to negotiate with the A.A. Milne estate and the Pooh Properties Trust to ensure they could actually adapt the stories into films. 4. Strategic vision. Walt saw Pooh as more than just a character. He saw a franchise. The Gopher Edition. To make the stories feel more American, Walt famously added the character of Gopher, who even jokes in his first appearance, "I'm not in the book, you know." The Many Adventures. He planned a series of shorts. Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, 1966, was the first, which were eventually compiled into the 1977 masterpiece, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Fun fact, Winnie the Pooh eventually became so successful for the company that he surpassed Mickey Mouse in annual merchandise revenue, often bringing in over $3 billion to $6 billion a year. Would you like me to look into how the recent public domain status has changed things for Disney and the Pooh franchise?